everyone, Brooklyn here. I wanted to do a really quick video talking about desk organization kind of things. And one of the things that, if you're anything like me, you probably have 1,500 pens. And so I wanted to show you not just what pens I keep on my specific desk, but also what pens what I use to organize my pens. So I'll bring everything into the frame and show you, yeah. So this is what I use. It's a Pen Caddy, and these are the pens I use. I'm going to take everything out and kind of give you a closer look at the Pen Caddy. Okay, so this is the Pen Caddy. I got it from Japan City, and yeah, it's just this green little caddy. It cost me like $3. Japan City is kind of like, those of you who are familiar with Daiso, it's kind of like what Wellington has for Daiso. New Zealand does have Daisos, we just don't have them down here in Wellington. So yeah, I think it had to be under $5. I wouldn't have bought it if it was over $5. And I had this, I had one of those broken, really cheap cake decorator stands from when I used to be really into cakes. And this is the kind of like wheelie bit that helps it rotate. And so I just kind of using some really industrial strength double-sided tape, taped that down so it really easily rotates around on my desk and and moves about. Yeah, so I thought what I would do is I'd fill it up, and as I fill it up, show you everything that I keep in it. So I have a couple pairs of scissors. These are my more arty scissors, and they're the ones that I just keep in there. They've got glue on them and everything else. They're not very sharp. I keep the sharp scissors in my more paper crafting set. This is a palette knife, and I mostly have this in here because I use it to scrape off things off my silhouette, or peel things up off my silhouette mat. I know that Silhouette makes a bunch of tools to help you do that, but I already had this. This is, I have two of these pens, but this is the one that I'm currently using, and this is the one that it's kind of a little bit more rubbish. Or is that the nicer one? I think they got mixed up here. Yeah, it's a little bit more rubbish. The edges of the side are cut from going against my like metal ruler and stuff. So it's the one I put here. So when I'm using my ruler and whatnot, this is the one I grab. And it's the faber-castell Pit Artist Pen in black and in the medium width. It's the one I use for when I'm doing my bullet journaling stuff, layouts. It's the one that I use, for example, in my Midori that I use to keep track of my client log and keeping my client log together, and a couple other things. I use it for quite a few things. I really like it. So there's that. I have this Tombow brush tip pen. I have no idea what it is outside of that. It's a calligraphy pen. It says it's all in Japanese. I got it from Jet Pens. I keep my water brush in broad. It's the one I use the most often. I can get thick stripes with it. I can get thin stripes with it, and that just sits in there in the center. I have a X-Acto knife, or craft knife they call them here, and that just sits in there with that lid. I like this one because it's very much like a pen. It just takes up a lot of space. And then I have this stylus to my Wacom tablet. My tablet was secondhand, so I don't have the little fancy pen stand that it goes in, so it just hops in there with that. On this side, I keep my set of Sharpie pens that I quite like. These are from, Danny gave me these. I'm trying to think of how I don't want things to be all messed up when I put them back. Over in this end, with these faber-castell, what you'll have noticed is I store them upside down. I find that they dry out otherwise. But over here in the in this corner here, I put the rest of my faber-castell. So this is small, fine, medium, the extra small, and the brush tip. They go over there. I have two Stabilo original highlighters. I used to have more of these, and for now these are the two I use yet again when I'm doing client logs. They tell me the difference between like a regular 0900 call and a credit card call. I don't know why these two colors, they're just the two I grabbed. And so I use those a lot, so those just kind of sit in there with the Sharpies. In with the Faber-Castell Artist Pens, I have my 3 Pilot Friction pens. I used to be freaking in love with these. I used to use them all the time. I don't use them as much anymore, and I think it's because I liked the idea of being able to erase them, but you can't really write easily over top where you erased, and I don't know, I've fallen out of favor. They've fallen out of favor. Over in this section, I keep my Papermate Inkjoy gels, and you'll notice something. These two have swapped tips. So the reason I did that is because these are all 0.7, and so is this guy, and this one is a 0.5. And I use the two different pens all the time in my bullet journal, but they are drastically different in their tips. And so instead of constantly we confuse them, grab the wrong pen. And so I just swapped the end. So I know that the purple ended, the purple tipped Inkjoy is my 0.5, whereas the all black one is my 0.7. So I just keep those in there. I have a 18 pack of these on their way to me, so I'm really excited about that, because those were probably my favorite pens. And then in this last container, I have my Tri Plus fine liners. Now I have 2 sets. Let me get them all out here. And that one, that one. So I have the basic set, which is the 10 set. Is that 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 10. The basic 10 color set. Love it. Use it all the time. Then Danny, in the very first swap that we ever did when I first met Danny, got me the neon set, which I use all the time. And then I have a spare black that I got through a Pop Fizz paper kit. And I can tell this is the one I got with it because there's the separate sticker, and I keep that sticker on there because I know that's the newer one. I should put that in a separate drawer, but I'm too lazy to do that. So that's what I keep in my pens section. This is possibly going to change because I've got a few things coming. I've got the rest of these, which they should all fit in there, hopefully. But I also have the Zebra mild liners coming on the way, and I have a full set of those. So those will probably need to go into one of these spots because I suspect I'll use them a lot. Anyway, that's what I keep my pens on my desk for. This is the ones that I keep by me at all times. I use them for art journaling. I use them in my planner. I use them in my bullet journal. I use them in my regular journal. I use them when I'm taking notes. So these are the ones that I live by. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you later.